humans, it's story time! It's also Gryffindor Pride Day on the day that I'm filming this, and it's also probably too hot for a Gryffindor scarf, but I mean, we'll see how we go. Yeah, Lions! Go, go, go! So I'm sure all of you have heard reference to the story of that time Hephaestus caught Ares and Aphrodite in a sex net. Let's talk about that. Basically it all started because Helios, the guy who took the sun on its daily rounds, because it's the day. Helios bore witness and felt that he couldn't keep quiet about the fact that Hephaestus's wife, Aphrodite, had been having an affair with, of course, with the god of war, Ares, in Hephaestus's own house. Look, Heffy, he said, I gotta tell you, I can't keep this to myself. I'm there, I'm flying over Olympus, I look down and what do I see? They're getting it on in your bed, bruh. I can't imagine that anyone would have been particularly surprised to hear about this, because despite Aphrodite and Hephaestus being, by most accounts, married, Aphrodite's more regularly cited as a lover of Ares, so... Or should I say that Ares is a lover of Aphrodite, really, let's be real. But Hephaestus can't sit back and let this shame befall him. So what does he do? He gets real mad. And he does what he does best. He goes to his workshop. He Iron Mans it up. You know what? So far I'm surviving the heat. That's, I'm impressed. And he crafts the finest net trap you could ever envisage. He makes just the most incredibly delicate chains of adamantine and bronze. Unbreakable chains, like the ones used to bind Prometheus. But so gossamer thin, thinner than a spider's thread. So thin that no one could even see them. And he wound them all up around his and Aphrodite's bed and hung them from the ceiling, awaiting the deed, as it were. He rigged the chains so that they would react to any kind of movement on the bed, and then he feigned going off to one of his temples in a far-off land. And Ares, who, I mean, let's be honest, isn't one of the sharpest tools in the shed, but is very fond of using them. He saw Hephaestus heading off and was like, oh, great, time for a booty call. He shows up at Aphrodite's place and he's all like, hey girl, let's get it on, your husband is out. And she's like, hell yeah, let's do this. And they head off to the bedroom and they start doing their thing. But as soon as they really start getting into it, the chains, they form a net, and they catch them. They get caught. And it holds them down. It pins them in place. They cannot move. They can't even lift a limb. They're just stuck as is, which I can only imagine would be a very embarrassing and compromising position. And it was. Hephaestus never intended to go all the way to his far-off temple, and as soon as he got the signal from Helios that the trap had been triggered, he comes back strolling in all casual like, oh hey, what a surprise that you're here having sex with each other in my house. Great. And before they could even sputter out any kind of plea for forgiveness from Hephaestus, Hephaestus was already calling all the other Olympians. Come deities, come one and all, behold! All the goddesses had solidarity for Aphrodite and weren't gonna come and witness her in her shame, but all the dudes, of course, they rocked up in an instant. Hephaestus starts running this degrading peep show, and Apollo and Hermes are having a discussion. Hey Hermes, you like to be able to travel around and stuff. Here's a would you rather for you. You're trapped forever in this net, unable to move a limb, but you get to have sex with Aphrodite forever. Oh ho ho, don't you know it, Apollo? Everyone's yucking it up, uncontrollable laughter all over the place. The only one not laughing at all of this, somehow, surprisingly, is Poseidon. Something about his bond of broship with Ares meant that he wasn't finding this quite as funny as the others. Hey look man, Hephaestus, you gotta let him out, says Donnie. Donnie being Poseidon, Don. Sometimes I call him Don. I've never done that in a video before, but FYI, I call him that when I'm like writing notes for these videos and stuff. No, I'm not letting him out, says Hephaestus. Are you kidding me? He's lying on the bed with my wife. Poseidon says, right, but like, if he pays you all the damages that are due to you as a man who had an affair with your wife, then you need to let him go. And Hephaestus says, how do I know he won't just run off the minute I let him out of the net? I can't take that risk, Poseidon. They will stay in this net forever. And Poseidon says, look, dude, fine. Look, I promise that if he runs off, I will pay the damages in his place. How about that? And Hephaestus really doesn't have much wiggle room anymore. He says, fine, I guess I'll let them go. Ares and Aphrodite are so embarrassed by the whole ordeal that as soon as they're released from the net, Ares flings himself Thraceward, while Aphrodite books herself in for a personal spa day in Cyprus at one of her temples, getting a nice makeover. It's all real embarrassing for everyone involved. But that's it, that's all there is to the story. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, you know how YouTube works. You can show your appreciation in all of the usual ways. My name is Dael Kingsmill. You can follow me on a bunch of social media if you're interested, or of course subscribe to this channel here where I make videos on the regular. I wanted to make sure to say another massive thank you for everyone who's been supporting me over on Patreon, because I don't know if I can ever make it clear enough to you how much it means that so many people are willing to support me making things for the internet. That's just, it blows my mind. The impact has already been immense. Apart from that, I do believe that's it. I'm done. Email this to your grandma and I'll see you some other time. That was weird. I almost forgot that I do the walk-off now. Could you tell?